books have been read and books have been acquired.
Look at you in Waterstones. You little boy.
Amazing sweaters. Look at this. And she got me a t-shirt.
Spend the weekend with me. Hello! And welcome to another weekend reading vlog with me, Johanna, me, my dog and books. It is a very wet Saturday morning. Not been out with the dogs yet, so I need to do that. But I have been reading Shred Sisters by Betsy Lerner. See, this is contemporary fiction, contemporary literary fiction. I'm reading it for their book tour and dropping everything. And so far, I'm really liking it. So we follow two sisters, Ollie and, for Olivia I think, and Amy, and they're kind of dysfunctional family in that Ollie has really challenging behaviours. She ends up in a psych ward, so that's not a spoiler, I don't think. That's in the first 50 pages. And it's about these two sisters, their relationship. Amy is narrated from Amy's POV and how that impacts their family. It says, spanning 2 decades, so it must be in the first, I think. Shred Sisters is an intimate and bittersweet story exploring the fierce complexities of sisterhood, mental health, loss and love. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's out on the 14th of August. So I'm on the book tour for it, so I'm going to try and get it read this weekend so I can tell you about it. Down here is what you can hear the noise, little pat cakes. Little pat cakes. So weirdly, I'm going to, oh there's the wage, just see the side of him there. I'm going to do a golf thing this morning. What's that all about? So the witch is like job in life is not just playing golf, but he has his own business, works with golf clubs. Anyway, he's got an intern working with him, and she has set up a women's taster session?
Women and girls social session.
Women and girls social session. So I'm going to support by going along and finding what it's like to play golf. I have warned him that what if I'm a pro and I don't know. This would really upset him. So I'll probably play down my skills a bit. Anyway, so I'll give you a random shot of that. Not normally my thing, but then he's out for football, so we'll do some reading at home. Last night though, we had a leak, saw a patch of water damp on our ceiling coming down the stairs, and we discovered that our hot water cylinder has got a wee leak. So emergency had to switch off the hot water, yada yada. Had to contact people, so I think it needs replaced. I hate Alderland, so we have no hot water until the very least next weekend, which will be good. So thank God it's summer, kinda, and that I get hot flushes every so often. So that was not fun. Anyway, I better go and take the dogs a walk in a minute. I'm just going to finish this chapter and then you can spend the weekend with me. So that was an interesting day. They got what, hour or so at the golf range. Is it a golf range? Driving range. See, that's how much I know golf. It was fun. It was nice to be there with lots of other
women, like beginners that had never done it before. But I hit loads of balls, and I think I might, like, the red bit there, I think I might get blisters. So I'm doing this just now. It's my new crochet project. Hold on, I'll turn you around. Also, the sausage is over there. And then Lucy's here. And we're just chilling, watching some true crime. It's the Chris Watt one. I'll put it there. Anyway, so this is my current crochet project. So the other cozy blanket I finished for my wee sister. Her birthday's next weekend. So Mum will be over that next weekend just to give my wee sister a break. But the problem here is this wool is like half the thickness of the last blanket I did. So I don't know how. So it's going to take me ages. And my friend wants it green and white. So this is the first time I've worked with two colours as opposed to just one ball of yarn that kind of changes colour. So this will be interesting. And I'm only using like a crochet hook that's, well, it's supposed to be 4, but this one's like 4.5. So, and actually because of the golf, my hand's quite sore. But anyway, I do like having something to do with my hands while kind of watching some of the true crime malarkey. And just get the softest ears. They're like so, like they're velvety soft. Like if you could feel it. Honestly. Oh, am I talking about you? Yes. Yes. Your sister's out for the count over there. So we're just having a quiet one because the other half is away to watch football. See you and your wee teary eyes all the time. Anyway, I haven't done any more reading yet, so I'll update you soon. It's Sunday morning. Is it? Yeah, it is. And we have little Betsy cakes. Me and Paddy are on the couch. Our weekend morning routine. I'm having some black decaf. Oh, is that a big stretch? And some oat milk and bran flakes. Reading this, and I'm not going to lie, I am loving the writing. And the sister relationship is really, really good. I'll tell you more about that soon. And then I'm also reading this, which, yeah. So I've taken it, because it's a hardback, I've taken the sleeve off. And it's The Library of Hellebore by Cassandra Khaw. I'm about halfway through, and I'm not going to lie. This is a wild ride, right? So it's described as, because it's Never Night one, it's described as, so, was it cosmic horror and something else? But it says, so basically, Hellebore Technical Institute is for the gifted. And we have Elisa, etc. and a few other people. So it's got 2 timelines. It's got the 3 days, which you'll find out if you read this, why you have to have why there's 3 days for something to happen. And then the before. I mean, it's a stunning book. Don't get me wrong. It's absolutely stunning. And apparently there's more to Hellebore than meets the eye. On graduation day, the faculty go on a ravenous rampage, feasting on Elisa's class. Only Elisa and a group of her classmates escape the carnage. Trapped in the school library, they must offer a human sacrifice every night, or else the faculty will break down the door and kill everyone. And they've got like 3 days to do that. So I don't know what I think of this, because I really want to. I mean, it's stunning. I mean, it's disturbing and it's stunning. It gives me Junji Ito vibes. But I'm not really sure I know what's going on, and I'm having to Google a lot of words, because I think Cassandra Khaw has a very different style of writing, where there's quite a lot of, I say flowery language, but there's like words I have never heard of in my life. Now that's maybe more about me than anything else, and to Paddy. So jury's out on this right now. I don't really know what's going on, but there is a main character. There is not a main character. There is a side character called Johanna. So, you know, also like stunning. I'll keep you posted. But meanwhile, I'm going to have my breakfast, and then I'm meeting a friend. Actually, Patty, you'll like this. we are meeting, well, not we, you're not coming, meeting Tracy. She watches. Hi, Tracy. And she's got a dog called Paddy. Paddy likes you, not so much Lucy. Anyway, Patty is sitting here waiting to get the remnants of this, and then she gets to lick the bowl. Don't worry, it goes in the dishwasher. Oh, she's so cute. And this is today's ambience. Slowly moving into the bear months. I love autumn. Paddy! Yes, look at you on the video you watch. Oh, you want to be on? Oh, yes, give me a wave. That's your mummy. Paddy's mums went to get us more tea. Hey, Paddy. Getting to sit in my lap. Hey. Oh, you're so gorgeous. Well, I have had a lovely morning out for coffee with amazing Tracy and her wee bestie Paddy. Now Paddy, hi Paddy, is a friend of my channel. He likes watching. He really likes Patty and barks a lot at Lucy. I don't know if that means he doesn't like Lucy. But we'll maybe not test that. And the lovely Tracy, thank you so much. She gifted me 2 lovely books, like a sweater and a t-shirt, so I'll show you them later. But I came back after being out for a good few hours just chatting. It was lovely. I got a cheeky Halloween jigsaw from Waterstones, so I'll show you that. But I came back and I was like, I feel like I need to go for a run, so I went for a run, and that's what I'm doing just now. Got to stop, but I'm not going to lie, this is a tough run. I feel like I'm literally dragging myself, but I'm listening to The Surf House by Clarke. Putting this down here because I was running past it and I'm thinking of filming. So by Clarke, which is a good summer thriller. I really recommend Lucy's thrillers. They're always normally women focused. They're normally set somewhere particular. This one's set in Morocco. Surfing's involved. There is a model called B who at the start of the book she's modelling, she's hating it. So she leaves and she gets mugged, stroke, almost attempted assault. Something happens there, she ends up, another woman comes to the rescue, and then stuff happens and she goes back to this woman's place. They've got like a surf house. It feels like a bit boho, and someone discovers what the 2 of them have done, and there's a bit of bribery. Anyway, it's really, I'm enjoying it. It's a solid thriller. I'm liking the set, and it's set in Morocco during the summer, so definitely a must read summer thriller, which I'm squeezing a few in before
the bear months start. Anyway, this is a slog, I'm not going to lie. I'm awfully tired, my body's tired, so I'm just going to drag myself back and maybe mow the lawn, and then I'll show you some of my goodies. Oh, friends, it's been a day. It's Monday and I feel like I'm all over the shop. I'm holding this as much as it might annoy people because I noticed the last few times when I was been recording, like if I've got it here or it's on my dungarees and it's down here, the sound is a bit funny. So I'll try and hold while I'll show you a bit of an update. Did I tell you, like, I was out with my friend Tracy? Hi Tracy and Paddy. So delightful. She got me a card. I've got it round there. See there. And she got me the most amazing, hold them up, amazing sweaters. Look at this. And she got me a t-shirt, which I'm 100% wearing to work. Now, it's from a company called Stitch S. She's Scottish. I think she's based in Scotland, and she makes the most amazing sort of bookish sweaters, t-shirts, and a few other wee things as well. And she's just, was it last week? She released her whole autumn collection. Honestly, it's stunning. I'm just really tired today, guys. Really tired. I had a really broken sleep. Excuse me. It's probably not good with a mic if I'm yawning down at you. But yesterday was like so busy. Was out with my lovely friend, then came home, mowed the grass, put all the furniture back after that storm, Florus or whatever her name was. Did hoovering, made dinner. David's not been feeling great because he has arthritis, so I've been doing a lot of that. And then today, what did we do today, kids? Where Lucia? Oh, she's on the couch. Can you see her? She's on the couch. Patty's down here on the beanbag. Got up. Nearly finished a book, so I'll talk to you about that soon. Shred Sisters. I'm on the book tour for that, and which I'm really enjoying. I think that's going to be a solid 4 stars. Went to the tip, took some stuff to the tip, dropped the kids off at the groomers, picked them up from the groomers, and then, well, I went a run, and so I had to shower, wash my hair, hence the hair like this. And I have booked myself in, so I do my main forms of exercise are walking the dog, running not very far for not very long, and at-home yoga. I do at-home yoga all the time. And I used to go to a yoga class with my yoga instructor, and me and David used to go years ago, Angela, and she still does it. Excuse me. And I've not been for ages. Like, I think I went once or twice after COVID and then haven't been back since. So treated myself to a block of sessions, and I'm going to go tonight to 6 o'clock class if I don't fall asleep. Oh, I can feel myself staring into space. I'm so tired. I think this weekend's just caught up with me. I mean, I've been doing a lot of chores and unexciting stuff like that. Anyway, but books have been read and books have been acquired. Here's the Shred Sisters. I'm just going to pin this on just now in the hope that you can hear it okay. This is Shred Sisters by Betsy Lerner. Now, I've literally got 10, 20 pages left to go. This is a phenomenal, so I'm just going to tell you just now my thoughts, because unless something significant changes, this is a strong 4 stars, maybe a wee bit more. We follow 2 sisters, Olivia and Amy, and Olivia struggles significantly with mental health issues, and it's pretty much from Amy's point of view, living with a sister who is quite erratic and takes off a lot. Her parents who try and support their sister, as well as Amy trying to understand her own life and growing up and stuff. So that's the story. It's so well written. The relationships, it's hopeful, it's heartbreaking, it's quite powerful actually. Patti Smith blurbed it.
and said, I love this book. It moves like a souped up pickup truck. It's bright, clean, gallivanting story rewards an open mind and heart. And it really does do an amazing job of exploring mental illness for both the person who is struggling with mental illness as well as their, if you can hear screaming outside, it's just the kids in their garden, just to clarify. The schools go back later this week, so I think they're enjoying the last few days of summer, or summer holidays. So yeah, highly recommend. I really enjoy the writing. Like, that's how much I've got left to go, so I'm going to finish it. And the lovely Tracy gave me too much, so she did. She was taking books to the charity shop, so and gave me first dibs before she took them away. I got Queer as Folklore, which I think is just out in paperback now, and it's the hidden queer history of myths and monsters. Also, look at this page, look at this cover. Stunning, stunning, stunning. And then this one, which I found interesting, I do like reading a bit of non-fiction. Well, that's non-fiction, and so is this actually. Overcome burnout and anxiety, ease chronic pain, find clarity, purpose in less than 1 minute a day. I'll try it. And then a few others that I've acquired, because I need more books, clearly not. It's The Year of the Dog. Did I show you this last weekend? I actually can't remember. And it was a sample of a book by Sophia Money-Coates, and it's about her bringing up her dog. A wildly funny and tender story about raising a puppy full of mishaps, mischief, and the kind of love that takes you by surprise. Anyone that has a pet of any sort may understand the love. Then, because I recently went to see Steve Kavanagh and have his new book, haven't read any of his books. Why do we do that? Why do I do that? Anyway, and I felt the need to kind of start getting his books and reading them, so I got this one secondhand, The Defence by Steve Kavanagh. It's his first one in his Eddie Flynn series. I think he's got a couple of standalones. Someone told me in the comments one of his standalones, I can't remember. But this one says, firstly, Steve Kavanagh used to be a lawyer. Now he's an author. So hence the main character, Eddie Flynn, is a lawyer, I think. Eddie Flynn used to be a con artist. Then he became a lawyer. Confirmed. Turned out the two weren't that different. He once vowed never to set foot in a courtroom again, but now he doesn't have a choice. Eddie's daughter has been kidnapped, and winning an impossible murder trial is the only way to save her. Also, kind of love the cover. Then, because the lovely Daisy Buchanan sent me, after reading Read Yourself Happy, which I really enjoyed, she DM'd me and sent me her book from last year, which is Pity Party, which is about a young widow. And just because of stuff I've been going through, I thought, oh, actually kind of really fancy that story. So I've got that. And then I thought, actually, I want to get another one, which is How to Be a Grown-Up, because I don't know how to do that. You're doing fine, and let me tell you why. A wonderful and gorgeous and brilliant book every woman should read, says Marianne Keyes. It says, who feels like a grown-up when they're 18? I still don't feel like a grown-up. Or 21. With 30 fast approaching, so this must have been written a wee while ago. Journalists, oh, that sounds rude. I didn't mean that. For me, it would have been a wee while ago. Journalist in agony, Aunt Daisy Buchanan found herself worrying about whether or not she was a proper grown-up yet. Her 20s had been familiar tale of boyfriends, lost overdrafts, spent one-night stands, disastrous outfits, jobs that didn't turn out to be quite what she hoped, but then she learned anything. But had she learned anything on the way? Just if someone can tell me how to be a grown-up, especially after having the adult stuff and having a hot water cylinder, I don't even know what it's called. That's how much I can adult. Broken and I'm not happy. Then one of my pre-orders, because it's got a pink elephant, it's not, it's a pink hippo. The Healing Hippo of Hinode Park by Michiko Aoyama, I think. Apologies if I pronounced that wrong. It says Kabahiko. So let's pronounce this properly. Kabahiko is an amazing hippo. People say that if you touch the area of his body that you want to make better on yours, he'll provide a cure. I'm here for that. I hope it works.
I would definitely want to use that on David because his hand's really sore. And then, because I went to see Amanda Prowse this week, during the week, because I was like, I put it on last weekend's reading vlog. I couldn't resist. Now, obviously, because I was doing her book event, I got Ever After for free. So thanks to Tandem Collective for that. And then I wanted to find out more. Now, Tandem, 2 or 3 of the people at Tandem Collective told me this was one of their favourites, which is Swimming to Lundy, which is a poignant, inspiring story. Don't want to read the bit that just says about Amanda. I mean, no offence, I love Amanda, but we already know because I've told you. Tori Gunn feels stuck. She spent her whole life in the same seaside town with her beloved Nana and grief-stricken mum, all of them still reeling in different ways from the tragic loss of Tori's dad at sea. Desperate for a change, she challenges herself to take up while swimming every morning, no excuses, from March to September. Well, I quite fancy the sound of that. And then this was another one that someone at the event recommended, is This One Life. And it says, after years of hard work, Madeline's life is very nearly perfect. She's about to move to LA to pursue her dream job, but there's a new man on the scene too. But when her mother falls ill, pulling her back to the world she tried hard to leave behind, the repercussions of the life-changing decision Madeline made 7 years ago resurface, threatening to jeopardise everything she's worked for. So they sound good. I'm here for it. So yeah, that's all I really should be treating myself to. So next, a good wee stack of books actually. Let me show you. I mean, I need to go in a ban. Apart from when I do pre-orders, right, I need to just stop buying books and start actually reading more of them. Anyway, that's not too bad, is it? I finished this book on audio, The Surf House by Lucy Clarke. It's a good solid 3.5, 3.75 summer thriller set in Morocco. We've got 2 timelines. We have 2 kind of POVs. We've got Savannah and B, and B ends up in a scenario where she goes to the surf house because she ends up in a dark alley and stuff could nearly happen. And what's the name of the woman that helps her? Miriam, is it? I can't remember. Begins with an M. Kind of helps. So she seeks refuge in the place that it's like a surf house that, there's a bunch of surfers and stuff. The descriptions of where they are is lovely. I enjoyed the mystery. There's a mystery that she ends up trying to solve for another person because it's a woman that's gone missing and without a trace. So there seems to be lots of lies and mystery and deception going on in this surf house. Anyway, good solid summer thriller if you're looking for one. Most of the Lucy Clarke's I would say are good solid women focused thrillers. Then I decided, because I'd got this out of the library, I need to give this a read because it's overdue and it is just overdue and it's quite highly requested. So I thought I'd go in with another Emily Henry. I really love Beach Read, and all the other 2 or 3 that I've read after that I've not loved as much. And I thought, apparently that this one's not as heavy on the romance, but there still is a bit too much for me. I've discovered. I keep trying. So we have 2 authors and a kind of reclusive, what would you call her, celebrity? Margaret Ives. The famously reclusive heiress invites Alice to the balmy little crescent island. Alice knows this is her break. So Alice is one of the writers, and it's about writing Margaret Ives' life story. Gave me 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo vibes, but no, it's good. And then there's another author, a Pulitzer Prize winning, called Hayden, is it? Hayden, yeah. So Margaret, the older woman, reclusive heiress who wants to tell her story and have an author tell it, she kind of puts them together and she said, like, both of you will get a month to write and interview me and write a bit of my story, and then I'll pick who actually does my book. Hayden thinks it's a done deal because this is what he does and he does it really well, and Alice is just desperate for this to be her big break. Suffice to say, there's a wee bit of sparks between Hayden and Alice. It is very, I think the complaint about this for most romance readers is there isn't enough romance, and so that's why I thought I might like it. In actual fact, I was like, oh, some of the descriptions were a bit, oof. But caveat, I am so closed door, it's ridiculous. So if you like a romance, you might like this. It has Evelyn Hugo vibes, but it's just not Evelyn Hugo. Anyway, it was okay. 2.5, 3 stars maybe. And I'm still reading the library at Hellebore. Now, I've tabbed, you can't even see with the tabs because of the spreadsheets. 153 pages in, so how many pages? So over halfway, because it's 286, just over halfway. I'm taking my time with it because the writing feels superfluous a bit at times and a bit maybe flowery, but I say that some of the words I don't even know. But I am trying to understand why these kids or young adults are in this institution, because they've got special powers. And obviously they've been left by the rest of the faculty who've like gone on some murderous rampage and killed everybody in the institute, and they're like taking refuge in the library. But they've now been given 3 days of which to give up a person to the faculty outside of the library, so that one of them is left to survive and that person will get to leave Hellebore. I mean, weirdly stunning, but I'm not sure what I think Cassandra Khaw's writing. Unconfirmed. So I feel like I've got something else to tell you. Oh, I'm making biryani from my Gusto box. I'm trying to make something that will cheer David up because he's really feeling down with these. He'd hate me telling you this actually, so like don't tell him. But yeah, he's just suffering pretty badly from chronic pain right now. There's not much. He's waiting for an injection, a steroid injection in his hand that they'll give you every so often for arthritis. But he can't even get to speak to rheumatology until next week. So he just has to grin and bear it, which is not great. Anyway, life is life. I was going to do something else. Oh, I am midst. You might see. Put it up here. This is not my laptop, it's David's. I don't have swanky laptops like that. I am mid-researching books, autumn book releases, because that is what I'm off to record for the Wednesday video, which you'll see before this one, maybe if you watch in order. If not, I'll link it below if you haven't watched it yet. And I'm getting quite excited by some of the books that are out. It says me, who just maybe 5 minutes ago says I need to stop buying books and just read the ones I've got. Yeah, especially now I need to buy a hot water cylinder and get a guy to replace our hot water. Priorities apparently. Anyway, I'll come back to you when I have... Oh, no! I knew there was something else, so I'll come back to you when I've finished this, but there's also the birthday party. There's which I've got on ebook, and I'm going to read it on a buddy read, like as a group buddy read online that I've joined. I've got it on my Kindle. I think a few people, I can't remember the author, but I've put it here. I think it's mystery, so I'm hoping to clear. I say clear, that sounds like it's a chore. It's not, because I'm really loving this. But I'm going to finish that and then get stuck into this, and maybe just keep 2 or 3 books on the go. I don't know what way to listen to next. Actually, maybe I've taken it upstairs. I think there was a Sarah Pinborough book that I got from the library. That might be one that I get. Anyway, I better go and record autumn book releases. Or you want to have a video? See you soon. First, let me show you this sweater on. Come on, there we go. You see it? I love it. Just a girl who loves to read. And there's little ghosties, and book stacks, and candles. Oh, it's so cosy as well. Thank you, Tracy. And so it's the end of another weekend reading vlog, and I'm sure I had something to tell you. Oh yes, I started reading The Birthday Party. Wow, this hooked me in straight away. So I'm doing this as a read along, and I have never heard of the author, never heard of the book, but I got it in Kindle Unlimited, and it starts off where a woman is it's kind of a couple of weeks out before Christmas, and a woman is at a ice rink with a group of kids because she's there with her niece and her daughter, who are kind of young, like 8 or 7 or something like that. And they're all ice skating, and one of the kids kind of hurts themselves a little bit. So she takes the kid, she's there with her husband, she takes the kid to the side, turns away for a moment, and then next thing, her niece has gone missing. Last thing we know is she kind of was seen with like a dog type mascot on the rink, who you find out pretty quickly wasn't part of the Christmas festive sort of mascot range that should have been there. And as you can imagine, panic ensues. So you go from like a group of kids having an enjoyable birthday party for her daughter, I think it's her daughter, and then her niece going missing. Then you jump to 10 years later really quickly, and you see that what has happened since then. And then, so there's 2 timelines going between 10 years, kind of maybe present day, and then previous with whatever's happened to the niece Elle, is it? Honestly, I am gripped. It's pretty shortish chapters. I'm liking the 2 different timelines, and I have no idea where it's going. A few other people that are reading this on my buddy read right now are like, oh my god, didn't guess those twists, or are really enjoying it. It's on Kindle Unlimited, and it's one of those Kindle Unlimited options where they also have the audiobook as well. So I've been jumping between my Kindle and the audio, because the good thing about that, as much as I hate Amazonia as an organisation, everything it stands for, it has cheese books and it supports lots of indie author publications, but it is really good when you've got a Kindle and going between audio, because it syncs them both. So wherever I got to my Kindle, it'll sync it on the audiobook and vice versa. Pretty smart, I have to say. They've got me on the tech. Anyway, I'm reading that, so I'll keep you posted. I'll hopefully have finished it by next weekend's reading vlog, and if I'm lucky enough to have made 2,000 followers, which I know for some people is tiny, but for me it's massive. It's a massive milestone. It's not about really like numbers, really. It's about the community here. You are all so kind, and just the fact that anyone wants to watch any of the videos I make about books and any of my like cozy hobbies, or like mostly it's all books, but in my reading vlogs you'll know that I kind of take you out and about. So I just want to thank you. Like, it really means a lot, and I am loving being on YouTube. I've been on YouTube for years watching booktubers, and so I'm just delighted to feel part of this community in some small way. So thank you everyone. Thank you if you watch, if you comment, if you watch and haven't commented yet, give me a thumbs up. And for liking, please do like if you can. It does help my channel get found, and if you don't already, please do subscribe. And I will see you in another weekend reading vlog very soon, but before then you'll get a Wednesday video, and I can't even confirm what it's about yet. Maybe if I've met my 2k, it'll be a booktuber Q&A. TBC. Anyway, for now, and until next time, happy reading and see you soon. Cheerio!